Hi guys, it's me again. Now, I wanted to make sure that I asked this one question. Hmm. Have you ever been in a situation where you have friends around you, or so-called friends, and you tell them something, and you expect them to give you the best advice, and they give you the advice that they think is best, or they tell you what they think you want to hear, or they just basically come up with something and they see exactly how you're going to react to the situation. A man decides that he wants to be the man. So he tells these guys all these stories about these different women. What he neglects to say is what he did to cause these women to be who they were. The women, some of them were drinkers, some of them just drank juice or water. He waited for them to step away from their glasses and he put something in it. This compromises the behavior of these women. Then he's able to go ahead and tell all these wonderful stories. Sometimes a person might look better when you are compromised. He didn't have the confidence to speak to these women and to handle himself as a gentleman. So he sideswiped them by doing such things as this. Slipping, as some people say, a Mickey into a person's glass is not only unlawful, but it compromises the judgment of the person at hand. So this man does this for years and years. Then finally, he comes across a woman who is able to read his energy. Now, everything doesn't happen overnight, at least in some cases. But this took years and years for him to be found out because this was the time that God chose to unveil the truth. Sometimes we have another situation. A man decides that he wants some things and he decides he's going to compromise different women. But he runs across a woman who's sneakier than he is. She compromises him and she causes him to lose everything. Now he's left with nothing, and she drives off into the sunset unscathed, or so he might think. In both cases, you have the guy who finds himself in compromised positions, or other people are compromised based upon his actions. Then you have a third situation where the man does not want, although he doesn't want the woman in the beginning, he doesn't want anyone else to get her either. He wants her to be there for him under every turn, but he wants to give nothing. And then in the end, with all the talking that he's done, his friends are now looking and having the attention of someone. His friends are now looking forward to spending time with this person who he no longer cares for. With his friends giving the attention to this woman, now all of a sudden he wants to be in this woman's company. Only it's too late. He's lost his chance. When this happens, sometimes a man will come up with stories, make up stories so that the woman doesn't look as good in the company of his friends because he doesn't want them to get the person, and he wants to gently roam back into the person's life. Now this can happen to women and this can happen to men, but in this case it's happening to a man. He has now lost everything because of his compromise, because of his behavior, and let's not even talk about him hacking into certain accounts. When you have people like this who are able to get away with so much, they believe that they are unstoppable. And when a person is unstoppable and they are able to get away with so much, God is the one who will make sure that the person is taken down. Because again, balance must be captured. You can't keep getting away with things and thinking you're going to get away with everything until the very end. God is going to have to bring truth to the situation. No one is invincible. So when you're thinking about being conniving, when you're thinking about doing something against another human being, know that God is watching.